Hi, it's me, recovering hedonist. It's really hard to try and form Gen Z friendships or try to maintain them, because if you don't adhere to the exact worldview that they do, you can't be in their inner circle. You get ostracized. You get othered. You're now a bad person. You're the enemy. You're evil. This is the reaction I've gotten because I'm not celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, his assassination, which I saw and I didn't even go looking for it, and I'm actually shaken up. And I'm a criminal justice major. I have seen gruesome crime scene photos. I've seen a lot, okay? But to actually see it on video and not just see like the aftermath of a dead body on video, like to actually see the murder is like fucking gut-wrenching. And it's horrifying. The man was answering a question and he's shot in the fucking neck and spurting out blood, and his head flops over and his mouth is open. Like, this is not okay. It's not okay. And for me to say that, as someone born in 2000 being Gen Z, that's not okay for me to be against him being fucking murdered in cold blood. What the fuck? I shouldn't cuss, but I can't help but cuss when it comes to this issue. There is something deeply wrong with my generation, that if you don't celebrate the murder of people that they dislike, you are the enemy. Only one girl blocked me. I got blocked last year for advocating for safe sex and not relying on abortion because I'm not pro-life. I'm not pro-choice the way that I was. Being pro-life is like a very new thing for me because of my Christian faith. And coming to God is gonna deeply change how you view the world, your opinions of things, because it doesn't matter your opinion anymore. For people to say that because he supported our right to bear arms, that, oh, I'm gonna celebrate him being shot. Like, that's literally the vibe of my generation. They love death. They celebrate it. They celebrate it for babies. They celebrate it for talking head figures that they don't agree with. They want you fucking dead. And if you don't celebrate this person's death that we dislike, you don't get to be around us. Like, what the hell? You know, I knew yesterday that by reposting stuff where I was defending Charlie Kirk and saying this isn't right, this is wrong to celebrate this, that is sick and evil, I knew that some people would be upset. I think it's really ridiculous to get blocked because I admitted to a girl I used to work with that I'm not celebrating this dude's death, and because of that I got blocked. Bro, how are you supposed to make friends as a Gen Zer if you're not completely batshit insane? I mean, and I have a whole channel talking about my mental health issues. I am by no means a completely normal person. I am not. But it reaches a certain level with people in my age group where it's like, I'm not going to celebrate this man getting fucking assassinated like you. Something is wrong there. And I am going to be a bit of a hypocrite right now. After cussing, because of my frustration, I am going to mention Jesus. This is not right. This is not right that people in my age bracket think they should ostracize people that are upset that this man was brutally murdered, that his neck was shot out and he was spurting out blood. There is something very demonic about that. I'm somebody that has been under demonic influence. I don't care what people say. I don't care if you think I'm crazy because I'm talking about demons. I have always held a deep belief that demons are real, that angels are real, that God is real. Nobody convinced me of it. I've just held this deep belief in my heart and soul my whole life, okay? The devil is real, and he is the ruler of this world. Okay? For right now, he is the ruler of this world, and he is definitely the ruler of Gen Z, because this is weird. This is the end times, and according to the Bible, after Christ died and rose from the grave, that has started the end times. But we are in the days of Noah. I can't speak about this calmly. I can't be calm anymore. I have to have inner peace with Jesus, but I am frustrated. I am angry at the world. I don't like the world. And I guess that's a good thing, because there's that verse in Matthew 10. I have like a children's Bible right here. I do have a different Bible somewhere. I'm not the best at finding these things quickly, though. I'll try. But there's this verse in Matthew. I'm almost to it. Okay. So I was reading the Bible last night, and I'm not going to bother. I don't want to even deal with flipping this video, but it says, confess Christ before men. Well, Charlie Kirk did that. And then Christ brings division. That's what that one says. That's very timely. Hello. So I'll read the Christ brings division part. Do not think that I came to bring peace on earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to set a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's enemies will be those of his own household. He who loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he who loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he who does not take his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He who finds his life will lose it, and he who loses his life for my sake will find it. That's really timely. That was Matthew 10. One girl that I've had a friendship with for 4 years now, which is my longest going friendship, and I guess that's going to be it, because I'm not celebrating this guy's death, guys. This is crazy. The man advocated for free speech and open discussion. So what that he's conservative? People should be allowed to speak in this country and not be worried about getting their necks shot off. Is this really a debate? Like, are you serious? I can't help but look crazy, because I'm like, I'm in Cuckooville, and I am not a normal person, and I am baffled by the mental illness in my generation. This is not normal. This is not normal. That I just got removed as a follower from this girl silently. She didn't block me, but then she also unfollowed me, and I'm just like, really? Really? Because I'm upset that the guy was murdered. Wow. See, I think I've decided to kind of just give up entirely on the idea of Gen Z friendships and just be okay with coming to God and having my mom and my fiance. I can't do it anymore. I really can't deal with Gen Z friendships anymore. I used to be a super liberal person, for context. I was never a full-on leftist, though. So even in college, I felt like I didn't fit in politically, because people were like, let's abolish all the guns. Let's abolish all the prisons. Let's get rid of all the cops. And I thought, this is a bit like too much for me. I don't agree with all that. So I used to be super liberal, but then this mentality of constantly trying to suffocate conversations like they've just done with Charlie Kirk, because now the man's dead. They try to suppress the information. You get ostracized if you think any differently. That made me more curious about the right. And am I the most conservative person ever? No, I wouldn't say so. I'm just not liberal anymore. I just can't be. This is what they like. Honestly, the way that the Liberal Party is transformed, at this point, if you're still a liberal, you support violence. I don't know how else to say it. And that's a big part of Gen Z. They like the violence. They celebrate the death. They want to spit on your grave and have a little tap dance session because they're happy that someone killed you. And I can't be a part of that. I used to be a really dark person. I used to welcome the evil in life. I can't do it anymore. I have lived life far away from Jesus. I'm not going back. This generation deeply needs Jesus. I need him too. We all need him, of course. This generation needs him desperately. Desperately. Because I have lived with such hatred and evil in my heart too, and it is not a way to live. It's not a good way to live. It destroys you from the inside out. I don't care if you come at me. You could call me whatever you want. You don't define me. God defines me. I don't care anymore about pleasing the world. I care about pleasing God. At this point, this has been for lack of a better term, turning point in America. You are either on the side celebrating evil or you're not. I don't know how else to describe it at this point. We all need Jesus. We're in the days of Noah. And if you're also a Gen Zer, be prepared to be blocked if you don't celebrate the death of people that are disliked by your generation. Bye. See you in the next video. It'll be more normal, but I had to talk about this. Bye.